Thank you guys for joining me on another wonderful episode of Peace Under the Sky TV. I'm your host, Nicole. Today we have with us a wonderful interior decorator by the name of Sammy, straight from Nigeria. So, guys, give it up for him. Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, and subscribing. So, how are you today, Sammy? Tell us about the interior design business. How is it going?
Well, I'm fine. Actually, it's event design, event decoration business, not really interior. But I ventured into interior, doing florals, like doing florals in interior. So okay, I'll break it down for you. So I've been in business for like 9 years. I started in 2016. Can you hear me?
I can.
I started in 2016. That was after I finished from the university in 2015. So I learned for like 6 months. Then I went on to start my own business. I started small. Well, we've grown from where we were before to where I am at now. So this journey started. The journey really started in 2017 when I actually finished learning from my mentor and I started my own journey. Um, I remember I got my first gig was a client in diaspora from the UK. She came into Nigeria and she told a friend of mine that she was getting married, that she needed a decorator to come do the event. And my friend was not like, my friend was now like, okay, I know my guy has been learning events for a long time. He could do it. So they recommended me and I did the job. It was very amazing. Then when my business really kicked was when I hooked up with the not hooked up, I worked for this Nigerian celebrity, Caroline Danjuma and Miss Wanika. Miss Wanika is the most famous hair seller in, yeah, hair seller in Africa. She does hair, she sells hair everywhere. So I did this store opening for her and I did floral design all over her restaurant. And the restaurant went viral in Lagos. Yeah, everybody want to come take pictures there because there was a lot of flowers there. It was new, so something new. We didn't really have too much restaurants with flowers all over Lagos. It was just one major restaurant, then tea room. I was also a part of people that did tea room, but I was not. That job was not credited to me because it was credited to my mentor, the woman that taught me the job. But I was part of people that did it. Yeah. So after then, Miss Wanika contacted me to do my job, to do her own place. When I did her own flowers, it went viral in Lagos. Everybody was coming from different parts of Nigeria to take pictures there. So after then, there was time she posted me. I went viral. I started getting calls from everybody to come and do flower, do events. That's basically the kick of my career. But since then, it's been fine. It's been very fine. Fine.
Nice. So do you just do it in just one spot, one place in Nigeria, like just in Lagos, or are you just everywhere in Nigeria?
I do. I've done quite a lot of places in Nigeria, actually, not just Lagos. I've done a lot of jobs in Abuja, a lot of jobs in Abuja. I've done little jobs in Kanu. I've done some in the east. There's in the east, like that's like the Anambra, Owerri, Ebonyi. I've done a couple of jobs there, not a lot. Let's say I've done in Ghana. I've done in Dubai as well. So those are the major places I've done. Yeah, the one I did is actually still the Miss Wanika hairstyle. She took me to Dubai to design her floor shop there with flowers. Then also in Ghana. So basically, I'm a little bit international. Little.
No, you are international in Africa. That's amazing. That's what's up. So tell me a little bit about how you fund, like how somebody funds you if they're bringing you internationally. So if I wanted to bring you to America, do I pay for your travels? What do I pay for to get an interior designer to come out?
When if you have to pay for, I'll give you a total quotation of everything. I'll a quote for the job, a quote for my travel and my accommodation because I'm not in my house. The only thing that the client doesn't get to pay for is feeding. But most clients, when they take me out, they like to feed me. So yeah, that's because if I wasn't working for you, I'll be eating in my house. But then again, you're taking me out of my comfort zone. You have to provide accommodation for me.
Exactly. Is there anything on your accommodation list that you put that you need, like specifically when you're traveling? Like, hey, I need bottled water. I need this. I need that. Is there like specific things that
And
you ask?
no, just the normal basic now. I can get myself a bottle of water. Just get me a good, a nice, comfortable accommodation because I live comfortable here. So if you can't take me out of my comfort zone and make me uncomfortable for the time being, I'll be there working.
That makes sense. A lot of
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
What is a common myth about your industry that people that people have, like myths about interior design that people have?
The common myth about the industry is like it's a female dominated industry. So when we see young guys or men try to break into the industry, we're like, men have dominated everywhere. This industry is for us. So why are you poking your nose over there? But then again, my day is just hustle. And then again, if you have passion for it. I love interior. I love event design. So I love event planning too. I love floral design. Do you understand? It's something I've seen that I can do. So why not just let me do it? Do you understand? Now that's the major like okay, Sammy is venturing into a female dominated industry and that's the major discom people just say, why do you pick that? Why do you do want to do flowers? I'll be like, no, but I can do it. Do you understand? I have spent 9 years into it, meaning I'm really good at it. So just let me do what I can do.
Exactly. So basically you're saying that that sets you apart from the rest because you're a male. So people are,
Yeah.
that's
When
amazing.
we're not a lot, there are males now in the industry because
Right.
so far there are males, but we can they can count us. We're not many.
Right.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
especially here in Nigeria and in Africa is more of
So what is the most valuable lesson that you've learned in your industry? Like what mistakes have you made that you wouldn't make again? Have you ever made a mistake?
I have made a lot of mistakes in terms of giving clients a quote. There's sometimes I underquote. I don't quote right because I did not take proper measurements or I did not get the details that the client which was trying to give to me. So in terms of that, most times I now make mistake and it cost me. Like it's of me to make profits. I'm going to have losses. It cost me a lot of losses. So nowadays, what even until last year, I try my best not to pay attention when a client is being detailed about what they want. I try my best. Then, but in still nobody's perfect. You still make a lot of mistake. You still make. But now I try my best for the mistake to be less than it was.
Right, right.
We
So
just keep
maybe, oh, go ahead.
yeah. We just keep pushing and I try to be more detailed now.
Makes sense.
Be- Before I focus on just the job. I focus on just the job. But now I focus on every single thing, from the brief that I get from the clients to the execution of the job.
That makes sense. So maybe in the future, quoting high, and then when you don't spend as
No,
much.
it's not basically quoting high. That is the
Well, the
thing.
reason I was saying that is because if you quote high and you give them a refund of what's left over, then the client feels special because then now you're like, oh, yeah, he's so honest.
Oh, okay, that's true. That one is that's true. But then again, when you quote high and give a client like extra bill, most of them get scared and leave.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So you try your best not to scare away the clients. Do you understand? And do your job diligently too.
Right, exactly. That's
Yeah.
smart.
'Cause it's not all clients. Let me use myself. Let me use myself. If I was a client, yeah, because in as much as I charge people to do work, people charge me to work for me too. If you charge me too much, I see that bill and I look at it. Trust me, I ain't calling you back.
Right. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you quote high and tell them, hey, I went like $200 over budget just in case, there's something else you might need. But anything that I don't use, I'll refund back to you. Maybe.
Even at that point, people still get scared when the bill is high. People want to pull out in or even stop the projects in general when the bill, yeah,
Oh, okay. That
because
makes sense then. I'm learning.
the country economy is not helping either.
Oh, yeah, I heard. So it hasn't affected you a lot as far as the economy there?
Is the economy is definitely affecting everyone because maybe if the economy was better, I would be better than where I am right now. So the fact that the economy is not good is slowing down things for all of us. It's even reducing profits. Now, things that we used to do before that were cheaper, now for us to achieve those same thing, we have to quote a lot more.
Right. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
And our profit margin is lesser than it used to be before. So it's really affecting.
So
Well,
what
things
is
like that. Is that things like that still happens, but now they are quick. Most of them are on a budget. We used to have times where a client would give you an open budget, let you do anything you want to do. There's a period where people will say, I need a reasonable budget. Now they don't people don't tell you I need a reasonable budget. They'll say, work with this budget. They'll give you a budget to work with. They won't even ask you to give them reasonable budgets. Do you understand? So it's really affecting the industry.
that
It's really
makes
affecting me. But anyway, like I said, we thank God.
amen.
Mhm.
So what is the best advice you can give an entrepreneur or someone going into the field that you're in?
One, the best advice I would give somebody going into my industry, one, have passion for it. One. See, you see that word passion, everybody has been saying it for since I was a child. It can never be underestimated. We are not saying it enough. The reason I stayed in the industry for this long is because one, I had passion. I had serious passion for it. Then secondly, know that when you start the industry when you're starting the business, if you will be broke for some time. You'll be very broke for some time. So be ready for it. Let your passion pull you through. That's why I am saying passion.
Right.
And then again, there are challenges. There are things called Brazilian. There's some brides that get angry easily a day before they want to frustrate you. There are family members when you're doing like weddings. Family members will tell you things when you're doing interior. The manager will tell you this. If you're doing an interior for like a company building, the manager will tell you this. This one will tell you like a lot of like people are problem. There's this thing called people factor that really, 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 really affects your mental health in the business. But then again, if you're strong, pull through, have passion, you will prevail. And then resilience. If resilience is the key, like resilience is the key. Be strong. See, it's not easy, but just be strong about it, and have God, be prayerful. I'm a strong Christian, so I always believe in God. God.
Amen. So I heard that you had your first TV debut. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh my god. Okay. That wasn't my first. Okay, that was my first international TV debut, not my first TV debut.
Oh,
So yeah, I've been on TV for a long time.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been on TV. So I recently got like a small part in Real Housewife of Lagos, playing myself.
Mm,
Yeah, the Real Housewife of Lagos series. So I was the florist designing the flowers for Caroline Hutchins rather. She's one of the major cast in Real Housewife.
nice.
Yeah,
How was it?
it was a nice thing. I thank them for putting me in the map. Like they really she really showcased my talent there. She showcased my job. She talked about my floral design and all that. It was actually a good opportunity to be part of the show Like no matter the small parts, I got real visibility there. Some people were now sliding into my DM like, "Hey, yo, I want this, I want that." I was like, "I'll just read it." Now the TV price has gone up.
Yes, that's wonderful.
I was
So
like, "That
what other
is it?"
stuff have you been in? You said you've been in for a while.
Yeah, I've done movies before. Yes, and I've also been on a reality TV show here in Nigeria. It's called Next Movie Star. When I was really young.
So
Yeah.
you've just always been in the business. How does
Mm.
how does your family feel about your success?
Well, my family is proud of me. My parents are proud of me. My mom is late, but before she died, she always sing how proud she was of me. So, yeah, they like the business. They like the path I chose.
It fits you.
I think so. I think they always know that I had passion for all these things. Like I didn't know that. Like I didn't realize it. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I didn't know that earlier. Like earlier, in the earlier stage of my life, because I was thinking, okay, I was to be an actor, I want to go into movies and all that. It was just like I just stumbled into this career, and I've been at it for like 9 years now. So yeah. The thing I never knew, but when I told my family that I would like to do, they were like, "Yes, they knew. It fits me." Blah blah blah. Everybody keeps saying it. So at the end of the day, we thank God.
Amen. So what is your biggest pet peeve? Like what is the thing that just annoys you when you're working?
Um. Oh God, the biggest. It's hard to find the biggest because a lot of things annoy me. A lot of things annoy me. Okay, let's say the biggest is when I tell my staff what to do and they end up doing something else.
Oh, yeah. That could be annoying.
when I tell you when I tell my staff, like, we're setting up for something, we're doing a design, we're doing something, and I tell you to do this. I was specific. I was specific, and I told you this to do this, and you ended up doing something else, and at the end of the day, it didn't turn out right. I would lose it.
Oh.
Oh God, I will lose it. Like, I wouldn't be able to control myself at that particular moment. I will lose it.
Okay. I
Mm,
think we all have those moments.
yeah, things like that.
So
That's
how
my
many so how big is your staff? Is it a couple of people or does it depend on the job?
So we have both how like put it, main staff and contract staff. Like, for main staff we have five, and they're all male because the business is called Deco King, so
Oh,
we're all kings. So it's not like Deco Kings. So
ah,
is a kingly thing.
nice. I love
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. So why we have contract staffs that help us. Most of our contract staffs are like they are skilled workers. They know how to do a lot of things. They know how to, if we're doing let's start from events. If we're doing events, we get what they call it. We get balloon craft artists. I am in my company. I'm the only trained florist, so if I'm doing a full wedding, I cannot do all the florals myself. So I have to hire other contract staff to join me do the floral design. Like, I have a particular set of people I particularly work with. If not them, it'll be hard for me to like reach out to other people. So those ones are like contract staff. They're basically in all my events. Then the interior part as well, when we do interior, I just put myself and some of my kings to join supervise where we get artisans to do most of the jobs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
the,
what
the
is
major thing my team do, the major thing we do is to come up with concepts.
oh,
We concept we create a concept, and um we get most artisans to help us achieve the concept that we've come up with.
so do you have like a business meeting? Like you guys all sit down together and kind of go over?
A lot of business meetings.
Oh,
We basically have business meetings almost every day.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool though. I love that. That you have that connection with your staff to know, hey, we're all on the same page. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But hopefully we're all on the same page, right?
Yes, we're on the same page.
So what is your most embarrassing memory?
Hmm. My most embarrassing memory. Uh, I'm pretty confident person. I hardly get embarrassed. But okay, this one happened yesterday. I walked up to a girl and asked her for a number. She turned me down because she thought I was with my sister's son. She thought it was my son. She was like, "You married?" She said it in public. "You're married and you're asking me for my phone number." For now, that's the only thing that really embarrassed me because it was like in public.
Oh,
And then again, I didn't even want her number. I didn't really want her number because I wanted to like ask her out. I wanted her number because she was how will I put it? She looked a certain kind of way that fits something I have in mind. So I
oh,
wanted to contact her and contact her for the stuff later. But now, once in Nigeria and Africa, once a guy walk up to a girl, definitely the girl would think that you want to ask her out. Well, anyway,
everybody thinks we all women think we're fine.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh, that's crazy. So, what advice would you give your younger self if you had the opportunity to go back and tell yourself anything?
The advice I would give to my younger self is, dear little Sammy, don't worry, it will all be fine.
Oh, That's so sweet. That's gonna make me cry. I'll hold my tears. So how do you control the home and work life, like managing your home life versus your work life, since you do a lot of traveling and things like that? How do you manage?
Um, my home life and my work life is just two completely different kind of lifestyle. At work, I'm all deco king. Then at the house, I am Samuel. I'm this free dude. I don't let my staff come to my house that much, so I'm always like, I have house staff, like people that do stuff for me in the house. Then at work, I'm work. I'm doing an interview. I'm work, and that's is like I try to keep my life different. In at work, you will not see the smiley, playful Sammy that a lot of my friends know, because then when I'm at work, I'm now this boss that you will not even know I smile or I laugh.
Oh,
Yeah, because I'm pretty serious with my work.
right. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
so it's just straight to business.
So has any of your friends or family members shown up at your work and they're like, he's so professional?
Well, yeah, let's say friends, not family members. Friends have showed up and often try to like break the balance, but but because of literally when I'm in that work mood, I'm possessed with being a boss. It's hard for you to break it. But most of my friends get confused. They'll be like, they'll see me shouting, they'll see me on another mood. And most of them have never ever seen me even frown before. Yeah, most of my friends have never even really seen me frown. They'll not be like, so you get angry, you get upset, be like, normal now. Everybody does.
Amen. It happens. Oh, wow. Networking. Are there So where can we find your contact information if anyone was to see this and wants to hire you on?
Okay, you can check my business page at Events by Deco King. You see all the floral designs. You see the interior as well. All then I also do set design for music videos. I did one with Davido. Very old. I don't think Davido even knows I was the one that did that music video with him. There's this song he did with Peruzzi, Mafa Malofa, at the famous restaurant I did. Mafa Mahalo. I was the one that did the set design for that music video. Then um which other one again? Basically, I don't do I do set design as well. That's just what I can say. Then even movie set design, I did one in December.
Wow.
Yeah, but the movie is not out yet, so I can't say.
Okay. I can't wait to see it though. You'll have to email me and let me know, what movie it is after it comes out so we can
Hello.
look for that.
Mm-hmm.
I so appreciate you coming. It has been amazing. I can't wait to see you in action at some point when I get there. Hopefully I get to see you in action.
Yeah, maybe we'll go live podcasting. Win.
Yeah, that would be
Maybe
nice.
you're in Nigeria and I'm having an event. I'll just call you. You do your podcast there with me. You see how the whole magic is created, so that
Exactly.
your viewers will know that this is legit. This is talent. You know.
Amen. Talent in the
Because
making.
one thing I also encourage young ones before I go, and I think I need to say this, like young people, singing, acting, modeling, those are not the only things that make you a star. There are other talents. There are other things that you could do. God has blessed us with vast talents. I used to think that being an actor is the only thing I wanted to do. Now I am on TV, not acting. I'm actually doing floral design. I'm on TV. They show me on TV. I'm being interviewed today in this podcast because of what I do. There are so many other things that can bring you to the industry. It's not just acting. And trust me, you will still make a lot of money. You'll still be rich, you'll be comfortable, you can buy a car, you can buy I have a car, I have a comfortable apartment. People that work for me are also very comfortable, they can pay their bills, even in these hard times. So young people, think of other things. Not everybody should be a musician. Not everybody should be an actor. Not everybody should be a model. There are other things too. There are so many untapped talents here that you could do too. So that's my advice for young people.
Amen. I love
Yeah.
that. That's absolutely true. And that's why I bring this podcast to show
Yeah.
people that the industry consists of not just actors and musicians. The
Yeah.
hardest jobs are the ones in the background, making it all happen.
Making everything. Yeah, the hardest one. I don't.
Thank you so much, Sammy. You are an amazing, amazing person. I am so glad that I met you and that we
Mhm.
all got the chance to just see you here and
Oh,
how you've expressed and shared with us the talent that you do carry with you and your passion.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Well, you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I,
Mwah. Thank you guys
thank
for
you.
joining us. Make sure you
Thank
guys
you.
check him out. He's a
At
king, guys.
check events by Deco King on Instagram. All together, events by Deco King on Instagram. Thank you so much. Bye. I love you. Mwah.
Love you guys. Bye.